Ladies and gentlemen, Side Strafe back, and today I'm making first contact with Megatect. And this title was offered to me for free, so as it did pique my interest, I thought I'd go ahead and take a look at it, share my impressions of it, in case you're interested. So, what is Megatect? I'm going to go ahead and read off the developer's description here to give you a better idea of what we're dealing with. Think of Megatect as a level editor without limitation. Use a plethora of blocks, objects, and wires to create your own challenge maps, arenas, or new sports, whatever you can dream up. Play solo or with friends and share grids online for others to play. So, essentially a building game for which you can create levels that will allow you to blast your friends to smithereens. Sounds good to me. It is currently in alpha, $7.99 will get you into the game. I do believe that if you look at the official website, there is a demo that you can download free of charge. I'll have that linked in the description below. Now, I have taken the time to set up my visuals, and I did play around with the tutorial briefly just to kind of get the hang of things, as this is a building game. I didn't want to spend most of the video confused. However, I think we can load this. I haven't really done anything, so we're going to start from scratch here. There is a tutorial, once again, popping up at the top right-hand corner of the screen, but this is how you start out. This is your little character. I do believe you can customize him. There is a first-person mode, which, for the most part, I've forgotten how to access, but I don't know how to get rid of that tutorial. I think if I can just keep hitting enter through it until it goes away, I suppose. And eventually, there we go. Okay. All right. So this is our first grid that we've chosen. There are different ones. There's like flat ones and ice-looking worlds and all those kinds of things. I think you can enter build mode like this. You hit tab, and this is kind of where we start out. You can right mouse button here and change a few things. Actually, let me go ahead and hit accept this. Let me give you a different angle. Control is going to bring you down. Space is going to bring you up. And let's just kind of do this to kind of show you what this does. So you've got your grid props, which is this screen, and then game rules. So we've called it Strafe-Land. Right now it's Deathmatch. Most likely they're going to add... I shouldn't say they. It's one guy actually making this game. So he, I believe, is going to be adding a lot more to this. So time limit, kill target, death lowers score. But let's go back to props. So you can manipulate the time of day, which is really cool. The art style for this title is actually really neat. And just everything looks fantastic with the shader effects and all that. Day-night cycle, I guess you can turn that off or on if you just want it, to be one specific time of day. Earth tones, Rust World, Grid Zone, Harvest Sun, Brisk, The Void. That's kind of cool looking. Overcast. But I think we'll just do earth tones for now and accept. So that's one bit of customization you can do there, and I like that touch. But here we are now in editor mode. And what happens if I drop back into my... Uh-oh. Okay. No fall damage. Thank goodness. All right. But anyway, now you've got all these blocks that you can mess with on your hotbar there to the left. Scroll wheel will take you through them, or 1 through 8, depending on your preferences. You can then hit E as an echo and change items here. And you can also change the color of those items and also the light of those items. And I say light because certain blocks are actually providing a light source. So we could, let's say, go with maybe a blue light source, which actually is already here. But anyway, if I wanted to change this out, I could do that. And then we hit E again, and we have this light block here. You can then place that, and you can see that's our block. Simple as that. And then if I hold Shift and then click, we can remove it. So that's pretty cool. But you've got your basic blocks here. Maybe we can build some stairs. Perhaps. Can I put one back there so it doesn't look all funky. Yeah, that'll work. Things seem to clip into the terrain nicely, so if you are trying to make a stairway, you can do that. I don't know if I might need more. Let's see. Well, I'm no architect. We would actually need to pull this out more, I think. And there we go. And then you can drop in and try that out. Again, I really like the stylization of this game. It'd be interesting to kind of mess around with some of the other grids. And, you know, of course, you can, you know, change the color of all this if you want it to blend into the environment a little bit more, maybe. So let's say you wanted, well, you get the idea. We can just do boxes and swap that out. One thing I wasn't able, oops. One thing I wasn't able to really figure out is if, well, let's do this, is if you could make more hot bars, because right now it seems fairly limited. I don't believe I found anything about that in the tutorial, but yeah, you can see how you can change the color there if you want to do that. We can maybe change it to a, oops, I think I did the wrong thing there. That's not what I wanted. You can flip this around with the T key, Q, oops, Q and R. There we go. There's R, flips it there, and then you can have a light source there if you want that. We can delete that. Just go back to our block. Although that's not really the block we're looking for. What is this one? Is this like a window? Yeah, it appears to be. All right, so that's cool. But yeah, that's just that one example there. Make our box again. Bring that back over there. Oops. I keep doing that. I keep hitting the wrong keys in this game. Shift, delete that. Put our cube back there. All right, so we'll just leave those stairs there for now. Let's maybe continue to build this out. Perhaps we can... There might be faster ways to do everything too that I'm not aware of. It's quite possible. Usually when I'm doing these first contact videos, I have no idea what I'm doing, so... I think most of you that have been subscribed to me for any length of time are understanding of this fact. But yeah, maybe we can just kind of build. I wonder though, see that kind of hole that we have here? I wonder if I can fill that. I don't think there's a, oh, yeah, we can, cool. That would have bothered me, OCD to the extreme. Yeah, but I like how everything clips in properly, so it looks like it's a part of the environment. Let's see here. I'm kind of wanting to think how this roof is going to be. Oh, by the way, I guess I'll kind of show you something real quick. Oops. Yeah, we want this. Then we want this. There are objects, spawn points, checkpoints, teleporters, different things that you can do. I think we want tools. And as this is a game that does focus on shoot 'em up action, we can do a charge shot spawner and drag that here, close that, and flip that around. And let's say we want maybe there to be a power up there. We get in, find the weapon. This weapon does charge. I think that, oops, I just entered typing mode. That's not what I wanted. I think there's a way to flip your character around. I just don't remember what it was. No, that's typing. Okay, there. Yeah, so you can hit Q to swap around if you want. And there should be first person mode if you hit F as in Foxtrot. So yeah, there's that. And then again, if you want to switch your gun. But yeah, it's kind of cool. You can make your own little third person or first person shooter levels. Let's go back and maybe continue our structure here. I love the ambience. I really do. Oh, look at that moon. And the lighting on the water, that looks fantastic. It's just such a relaxing game. It has nice sound effects in it. Just hearing like kind of like the wind and the waves. Very smooth, clean looking game, crisp. I like it. All right, so I'm going to continue this. Maybe, I don't know, I've kind of got this double wall here, which is not really necessary. I suppose what I can do is this, and then probably dump that. And then I guess maybe it'll be, there's probably something that I'm doing wrong. I would imagine that 500 of you were telling me that I could do something much easier than I am right now, but in any case, I mean, you can, like, I don't know if there's, it would almost seem like you could maybe hold down something and like do an entire layer or something, but maybe not. I don't know. I'm thinking, let's see, go in here. The other cool thing is you can download, you can share these with other players, download their levels, check them out for yourself. I had downloaded one, and for some reason the performance of it was horrible. I don't know what was going on. Like, I got a really low frame rate when I jumped into it, so I don't know if it had downloaded it like locally or if I was playing it online or something. I wasn't too sure about that, and it was kind of rough. So you know, right now I can tell you that the game is running very, very smooth. I mean, I would expect it to. There's like nothing here, but yeah, I don't know. This could obviously take forever, but to me this is actually pretty relaxing. You know what we need too is we'll probably need some sort of cool like window. Oh, you know what? I think what kind of, we've got lighting blocks. I'm gonna see what else I have here. All right, tools. Those are weapons. Miscellaneous. What is this? Does it tell you what it is? I don't know what that is. Hazards. Hazards. Blaster, power laser, burner, explosive tubes, always good. Can't have enough explosive tubes. Burn ray. Turret spawner. Actually, let's see if we can find something fun. Objects, hazards, tools. No. So tools are basically guns, pickups, max armor spawner. Oh, so you've got, you know, like your little, like if you want to enter item mode. I'm out of ammo. Can I run over this and get more ammo? Let's see. Yep. The lighting's really nice. You can see how the time of day is being affected here. We can, of course, change that if we don't like it, but... Alright. Let's see. What was I looking for? I was looking for... Decor. What is decor? Trees. Text projector. Is this a chair? It does appear to be a chair. Oops, I don't think that's what we're looking for. So if you want to be styling, maybe we can make an observatory area. All right, let's see. Spawn point teleporter. Jump pad. Oh, this sounds fun. All right, let's do that. Just to kind of test it out. Oh, that doesn't seem to really jump you very high. I was almost thinking it was going to propel me, but I'm trying to think, do I need to... No, it's just... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. Yeah, that's not all that fancy, I guess. Unless I'm missing something, which is entirely possible. Alright, I'm going to get rid of you for now. I would imagine that I'm supposed to jump higher than I just did. Maybe I'm not getting something. Alright, I think I want to show you guys how wires work and doors. So let me finish building this. I won't make it too insane. I think I'll just go to like here. I could have also done this in a different color, but I kind of like the white. Kind of sci-fi coloring of it. I think I'll leave that like this. And we can do, what is this? Some sort of grate. Do I have a window? I think I have windows. Let's see. Glass. That's not exactly what well, maybe this. I guess that's the best way to place that. Can I put another one on this side, or is it just... Seems to be giving me a tough time putting it... I don't know if I can put another one there. Maybe not. Unless... Oh, there we go. I gotta flip it with T. So if you kind of want something like that. Yeah, that's kind of neat. Although... I'm almost thinking maybe make it a... Although I should probably... I wonder if there's a way to make it just like a one pane. I like the ambient music too that you get in this game. It's not always on, but when it is, it's pretty nice. All right, and you know what else we could do too? You know, if you're not enjoying the time of day, you can, I suppose, go back to a different time if you want to change your lighting. But I kind of like the nighttime too. It's actually fun. Let's do, what did we have before? The Void was kind of neat. So different times of day to that. Although that one's pretty dark. We won't do that one just for the sake of the video. Overcast, and then... Nah, we'll just keep it earth tones. So if you want to be able to see things so you can get a different perspective on it, different time of day. Kind of back to where we started, I believe. Anyway, what was I gonna do? Let me finish this off and think about where I'm gonna create my door. I think I'll probably do it here. Let's see. Box. Is there one specific for doors? Sloped, corners, round. No, there's an actual door one. Where is it? Decor, glass. Okay, here's a door. And I'm gonna put that there. I need one of those. I need single wire. I really don't know what these other ones do. Generator, inverter. This can get fairly complex, I would imagine. So I'm just gonna keep it simple from what I learned from the tutorial. So here's a door. And I will put it like right here, okay? And as you can see, it attaches nicely to the block. So if you have OCD, you won't have any issues there. Then we're going to take a button and put our button there. And then you got to take the wire. And I think we need to flip the wire to link it to the door. Oops. I just have to remember how to do this. Let's see, what was... take one of that, and then I think... See, now the wires show up here, but when you're in play mode, I don't think they do. So then you can hit E, and it creates a door. So you got to link the button with the wiring to cause the door to open up. And what was third person again? So yeah, you can see that again here. Doesn't seem to give you much time to get in, though. It's like, hurry! Could you imagine that? It's like a killer door. Hopefully you're not carrying groceries. Is there a way to zoom further out? I noticed when I got... Okay, so when you get your weapon, it kind of puts you into a fighting perspective. I believe you can also alter your field of view. Right now it's on 80. Alright, so that's how you create a door. And again, you don't see these wires normally, so it's not a big deal. Create this little room. I would imagine, every time I make a video on YouTube, I always feel like, okay, more than likely, by the time I look at the comments, there's a billion people saying, you're an idiot, you could have done this differently and faster by doing this. But, you know, that's why this is kind of a first impressions. I make no claims to be a great gamer. Oops, let's see. But, you know, I mean, you can see how this kind of looks cool. I like the aesthetic, the art style. You end up with these, like, really, you know, sci-fi looking themed buildings. And we could... I think it'd be maybe even fun to turn it into... Like, to go up here and then maybe turn it up into some sort of tower. I mean, you could just do even a whole lot more with this. I feel like there's probably, you know, different ways to lay down blocks that might be quicker, but now, oh, how can I... You know what? It's almost too bright. I need to kind of... I don't know that helped too much, but... I think I'll leave that like that for now. We could even... I was thinking about putting a window there. I think I'll do that here, though. You know, there's... Well, let's see. There's, like, other shapes that we can be using as well that I'm not even really thinking about. There's rounded shapes, too. I'm kind of curious about this. Let me see something here. Oops, that's not exactly what I was looking for. I wonder if we wanted to maybe round the edges here. That looks cool. Yeah, I like that. Let's see. Get rid of that. So relaxing. How do I flip? Okay, there we go. Yeah, the rounded looks fantastic. Suppose I should probably block this off, finish this. Maybe I could do windows again here. Oh, can I not? You know what's... I just realized that I can't, like, clip through things. You'd almost think that you'd be able to do that in build mode. So it's nothing fancy. Again, I'm not an amazing architect or anything, but see, we have just like a basic structure here. And a way up to the top. And let's see, I kind of want to experiment with other items here. Let's see, I don't know if there's a way to see what some of these things are. I don't think there's like really a description. Burner, turret spawner, explosive tubes. You gotta always have an explosive tube. Comes in handy. Mine launcher, burst, welder spawner, spike blaster, quick shot spawner. Quick spike blast, mine launcher spawner, burst, welder. Let's try this one. Well, the sounds for the weapons aren't necessarily jaw-dropping or anything, but I don't think it charges up or anything. Yeah, and then you need ammo, so you just go back and pick up more. And then I guess it would respawn and you can get more of that, too. Oh, man, I almost got sliced in half by the door. Oh, by the way, from what I've discovered, falling into the water is not generally considered to be a good idea. But I'm going to do it anyway. Note to self. Let's see. What else do we got that we can play with? So, a bunch of power-ups. Different types of ammo that you can drop down for the weapons. Corners, slope, boxes, round, half, decor. Tree. Can add a tree. Oh, you know what we need? Okay, I think I know what we need. Let's see. Spice this up a little bit. Need a banner here. Oops. You know what? I don't think I've really given myself a great place to put this. That looks, oops, that does not look right. Oops. Oh my goodness, buttons. I think, yeah, that works. Actually, no, I should do this, and we'll get rid of that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like blue. Might be overkill. Yeah, I don't like that. How do these trees work? Okay, just some basic trees. I guess you could, oops, make the trees any color you want too, so you could have a blue tree. For some reason you felt like that was something that you might need. Actually, it's kind of cool because it's like a sci-fi tree. What exactly is a sci-fi tree, Sidestrafe? You tell us. I'm going to make a video all about sci-fi trees. So yeah, you can maybe add to the overall feel of the environment if we want to do. So let's go back to the kind of normal color trees here. And say we want something like this. Make like a little forested area here. To perhaps cover some of the, yeah, that doesn't look good. It's falling off the edge there. So you want a little extra. I'm just having fun. What is this? See, it doesn't. It's funny because it tells you what all the tools are when you hover over, but it doesn't tell you what any of the other things are. You know what I feel like we need? Is there anything? There are some light text projector. Oh, I want to show something I think I figured out earlier too. Let's see. Glass. No. Actually, I'm kind of some rounded glass too. I'm seeing all this stuff and thinking about all the things that I could potentially create. Objects. Oh, let's just scroll through here and find something special. What is this? Oh, light bridge. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a freaking minute. Oops. Can I? Oh, so this is a power thing? I have no idea. It's kind of hard to place it though, because it... I wonder if I need to... Where's my button? Let's see. Did that get placed where it... Okay. I don't know about this, guys. This could be bad. Trying to... See, I can't... I was trying to make a... I'm assuming this is some sort of bridge that you activate and you can walk across after it's turned on, but I'm having trouble connecting things. I don't know if this is right. Oh, wow, it is. Oh. But it doesn't stay on. I must be missing something. Because there are other items. There's like generators, inverter. What is this? See, it doesn't tell me what this is. It tells me what this is, but doesn't when I highlight over that. Target button, timer, secret wall, pressure plate, toggle wire, tripwire. I almost imagine one of these. Whoops. Gosh, I keep hitting this thing. I almost think like you need... No, I was thinking maybe the toggle wire would leave it on or something, unless you need to use the generator or something like that. I don't know. What does a generator do? Oops. Oh, I just... Is this an item that... Let's see. Let's get rid of that. So is that something that's always seen? Let's find out. No, that's invisible. So that's... Can we connect it? I have no idea if this is... Nope. All right. Well, I don't want to waste too much time on that. I have no idea what I'm doing. There wasn't anything about things staying on in the tutorial, because as far as it took me was creating a button, and then... So the problem is now, how do I get out? Like if I wanted to go out this way, I would have to almost create another button. Potentially leading out the other direction. I guess we could experiment with that. Yeah, so you can get your way in and out of that through the button. I wish I could figure this out though, because that would look cool. I'd love to have a little light bridge that goes all the way across, but I just don't know what I'm doing right now. I'll have to figure it out. I'd imagine timer, target button, single wire, multi-link. This is, I think, where it gets complex. I mean, tripwire, so you probably walk over something and then it affects an object. Jump pad ramp. Jump pad. Spawn point. Oh, this display screen. I wanted to show you guys this. This is actually kind of neat. I think, oops, if I could stop hitting that, I could maybe have this. Nah, that's not what I want. Right mouse button. And you've got a little display there. That's kind of neat. So there's a lot of things that you can do. I would imagine that there are more things that you can do that I am absolutely not aware of. On top of that, the individual behind this project is adding more. You know, and he has said, look, you know, I'm only one person, so development might be slow, but I think this has potential, especially considering the fact that you could, you know, jump into this and deathmatch people, you know, get some guns, shoot it out in levels that you create. And, you know, it's got a nice little aesthetic. It's got some nice ambient music as well, sound effects. I'm intrigued, and that's why I decided to take a look at it and share that look with you lovely ladies and gentlemen. But I think that's going to be it for me today, guys. I might actually play around with this on the live stream, just because it's one of those games that I find to be fairly casual and relaxing. So if you haven't been to one of my streams, you can check me out at twitch.tv/sidestrafe. Link to that is always in the description below. I will have other links required to succeed in life down there as well. So if you want to take a look at this game, again, I do think there is a demo, at least on the official website, and it seems like eventually there will be an iOS version. I don't know if there is one now, but this would actually be fun, I think, on an iPad, as well as a variety of other mobile devices. But yeah, for now, this is pretty cool. I'm just curious about how, you know, expansive this can be, and how detailed that you can get. I've seen a lot of videos and screenshots of some crazy constructions. This is just like super basic, but, you know, really without even doing anything, it's pretty neat looking. You know, it's got that kind of sleek sci-fi feel to it. And there's a ton of other like grids that you can check out. Some of them are just flat and plain. This one was the island setting. And yeah, so we'll just take one more look at the environment during daylight. And I mean, it just has a completely different feel, the way that the texturing is done in this game. I like the blue banners and the trees. It's pretty cool. I just need a bridge. I need to figure out how to make the bridge work, because that would be amazing to have a light bridge and then some other things over here. Maybe like a giant tower or something that I could climb up. But ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to be about it for today. I really hope that you've enjoyed this look at Megatect. As always, all the links you need to succeed can be found in the description below. I would especially recommend taking a look at the official website, maybe download the free demo, and get a little bit more information that I was unable to provide here in this video. But as of this recording, the game can be found on Steam for $7.99. I would expect that in the future the price could potentially rise, as is usually the case with many early access titles. But with all of that said, I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me, and I will definitely see you on the next one.